Welcome back to Rock Reacts. I'm Jim, a professional singer and vocal coach, and that's my dog. There's a full-size screen for you to enjoy. Anyway, so she's chilling in the back while I analyze different vocal performances. Today, we're going to look at the first live performance of Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunters by Huntrix, otherwise known as Audrey or EJ, I should say. EJ wrote this or co-wrote it. I'm not sure. I think she co-wrote it. Audrey and Ray, and this is on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. That's en français. And here we go. Let's dig into this. We're going to analyze what they're doing with their voices. This is what we do on the channel, right? We listen to great performances by great artists, and we analyze what they're doing with their voice to try and help other people who want to, sing better or understand what it takes. Anyway, so this is the beginning. Okay, so I'm just gonna pass by some of this because I don't want to use too much of the. Okay, here we go. Okay, so this is the first time I'm hearing this, and I just have to check the levels on it because actually I should check the levels before, but I don't want to react to something I've actually heard, so checking the levels can be a little bit difficult. But okay, so this is interesting. Okay, so this is just like the beginnings of, okay, so Golden, everybody. Okay, so we're getting excited. A golden ticket. If you know Willy Wonka, I've got a golden ticket. Huntrix. Okay, this is amazing. Okay, the golden ticket. Let's go for it. Here we go. I was a ghost, I was alone. Okay, I was worried, actually, not worried, but I was wondering, are they going to be actually singing live? And from someone who's been singing live for over 30 years professionally, I know what it sounds like. I know what the difference is between when someone's singing live. And for me, I mean, at least first listen to this, it sounds like she's singing live. You can hear this, there's this audible kind of breathing. There's this kind of proximity that you wouldn't get if it was just a recording. It would sound a lot more clear. And that's why, I mean, in my personal opinion, so far in this, I think that she's singing this live, which is great. Actually live. Amazing. Let's go this. I was a ghost, I was alone. It's okay. Given the throne, I didn't know. So you can hear that, like, it's not, you can hear the music in the background, and there's a distinct different sound between her voice and the music. So that's where, that's your clue to know that something is live. There's a distinct kind of a little bit of a, not so much of a level difference, but a processing difference, right? The music, you can hear that the music is like just, it's a recording of the music, but her voice, when you listen to at least even the very beginning, just the very kind of little breathiness of her voice. I was a ghost, I was alone. So that I was a ghost, I was alone. You can hear the kind of proximity of the voice. So this is great. Like, that's why I was worried about that, because EJ has had some problems like with bronchitis and with her voice, and everyone was worried, oh, can EJ even sing? And it was really, there's a whole big debacle over that. But anyway, let's get into the rest of this. It's okay. Given the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was a queen that I'm meant to be. Live two lives, try to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. Got a problem, child, 'cause I got too wild, but now that's how I'm getting paid. It's amazing. I mean, they're very much on pitch, and it sounds to me as if, now don't crucify me or anything, but it sounds to me as if they might be using a bit of what's called Autotune live. And I'm not suggesting but it sounds a bit like it's like snapping into like that. I mean, I'm not saying that they can't sing this live. Don't get me wrong. Like, don't like kill me in the comments or whatever, but it does sound, it's like so, it's so perfect, and it almost is kind of like too perfect, but I mean, like people can sing perfectly, and that's okay. I mean, like, it doesn't mean that it's auto-tune, but it does sound like um it's just too perfect. It's perfect. I gotta go back because listen to see, on that part. Now live two lives. It's kind of like now live two. It's a kind of almost like snapped right in. I'm not saying that that's not her singing, but I'm saying that like for someone who's listened to a lot of videos that kind of talk about auto-tune and stuff like that live, that's what it kind of sounds like. But I'm not saying that that's what it is, but it's, to me, it sounds like it could be. On that born to be, it almost sounded like a little bit of that kind of like and like, I'm not saying I care about that whether it's auto-tune or not. I mean, they can obviously clearly sing, okay? So don't think that like that's me saying they can't sing. But sometimes here's the thing about this, right? Is that when and this is this is why I'm saying I don't care if it is like that, because people will criticize someone if they sing bad. And so artists can be vulnerable, and maybe, I'm not saying that they did this, but what I'm saying, the argument for using autotune is that artists can be very vulnerable because there's a ton of cameras on them, and like people are just lovely anxious to like pick apart somebody, like everybody was like saying EJ can't sing because she had bronchitis and her voice was like struggling there for a little while. So she had to like prove, she had to do on her Instagram, she had to prove that she could sing. So what I'm saying is like, they may be using this, but I'm saying that like, I don't think that should be a problem for anyone. Okay. So like, it's not a problem for me to say it. I'm just saying that it's what it sounds like it. But if it was for me and I was singing this song, like first time live on television, to going out to the entire universe on such a big song, on such a big platform, like such a buzz, I would say, give me a little auto-tune on that, please, because I don't want to be wrong on any note. Okay, but let's go on. We dream in how we came so far now, I believe we're going up, it's our moment. You know together we're glowing, gonna be golden. The harmonies are just beautiful and perfect. I mean, they're just like, I know I keep saying perfect a lot, but there's just like, I mean, they're singing this like live, and it sounds like, it sounds amazing. It's so good. Amazing. Oh, like everyone's like, yeah! on that such a high note. It's like everyone is always like now you see everyone is like, I want to hit that note, I gotta hit that note. Such a like the pinnacle of all notes, like that's the note that everyone wants to hit. They want to sing this song, they want to hit that note. So it's like, it's understandable, like the crowd is just roaring crazy. Amazing. That's just like the way she hits it so cleanly, like, because I'm like a little bit airy on that, but it's just, I mean, and you could see actually one of the reasons why I'm kind of saying like, I definitely like totally think that this is live is because she's, EJ's putting her hand on her stomach. And a lot of people do that because that's where your diaphragm, well, not your diaphragm. When people say sing from your diaphragm, you use your abdominal muscles to lift that sound up. So when you want to kind of tense your abdominal muscles when you're going into certain parts, like especially higher parts or whatever. You have to give it a little bit more support, is what that is. So that's this important.
Break these walls down to wake up and feel like me. Put these patterns all in the past now and finally live like the girl they all see.
Now, I don't think like it's funny because like that to me in there's a lot of movement around and I don't hear any kind of like pitch snapping or anything like that. So maybe my previous assumptions, unless you've already left a hateful comment and you might want to delete it now, but or maybe leave it. I don't know, but I can hear that is like that to me doesn't sound in any way like auto-tuned. Like the auto-tune live will do it in real time. It'll snap you to whatever the closest note. And sometimes that screws up now. Sometimes that snaps you to the wrong note. So there's a danger in using that. Anyway, so let's.
No more hiding, I'll be shining like I'm born to be. 'Cause we are hunters, voices strong, and I know I believe.
Wow, that up on that top note, it did sound like a little bit. I have to go back to this because this is just so intimate and beautiful. This bit, when she's down in that low. You see where she's putting her hand. Okay, so she's putting her hand on, like that to me says this is live. Like she's not going to do that unless she's like singing actively, unless she because if she was just going to act, if she was just going to mime this, she wouldn't need to do that. She would just like put more of her energy into like doing the acting part of whatever she's, pretending to sing, but she's actually like, you could see she's putting the energy into the actual singing in this.
It is so long to break these walls down, to wake up and feel like me. Put these patterns all in the past now.
And that breath on there, patterns all in. So you can hear that the breathiness of that. That is something that you would less hear in a studio recording. So if she was miming to the track, you wouldn't hear that. And I'm not familiar enough with the actual track. Is that in there in that way? But that's something you wouldn't hear as prominent on a recorded track like you would the live here.
And finally live like the girl they all see.
And then that proximity, that like the girl that they all see, it's very intimate, and it's just, it is live microphone sound. That's what that sounds like.
No more hiding, I'll be shining like I'm born to be. 'Cause we are hunters, voices strong, and I know I believe.
On that strong, on this, it sounds a little bit, listen for it yourself. It sounds like there's a little bit of almost a waviness of that into the auto-tune. But, again, it's not an issue. Like it's not, so don't hate on me. I love you. Don't hate on me. I'm just saying that it sounds a little bit like there's a thing maneuvering the pitch, but listen on this part.
We are hunters, voices strong, and I know I believe.
On that strong, it was on the.
'Cause we are hunters, voices strong, and
Strong. It goes strong. So it kind of moves it like slightly a little bit. If you think of like Cher, that do you believe in life after love? You can hear it. Do you believe in life after love? It's good. Anyway, listen to that song and you hear that, or like T-Pain, those kind of snapping it to the. But obviously it's only on that one little part there, so the rest of it is like it didn't need to jump in and do that. If that's what it is, look, it may not be. Like, don't hate on me. I'm just saying it just sounds a little bit weird. I mean, not weird in a bad way, but just on this.
'Cause we are hunters, voices strong, and I know I
But it doesn't mean that like and it's kind of like almost like I'm more I listen to it, almost like it sounds like her just doing that. So I'm not really sure, but it could be just her voice doing that on its own. But like I don't know, man. I don't know, and I don't care.
'Cause we are hunters, voices strong, and I know I believe we're going up, 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 so alone. You know together we're blowing, gonna be going up, up, up with our voices. You wanna give us a woman, gonna be going. You know we're
Okay, I want to go back there just for a second because it looked like. Okay, yeah, it looked like on the one there. The girl on the right. Now, it may be, it could be that this chorus, maybe the backing vocals or something might be, some part of it might be, like on the actual, like on the track, so to speak, like, which is like, kind of they're just miming it. And the reason I hadn't thought about that at all until the girl on the right, it looks like she doesn't have the mic up to her face when it looks like there's a 3-part harmony. And I'll just point that out. Right here. Right there. Right there. Oh, no. Oh. Okay, so. On here. But it doesn't mean, it could be just the two going, oh. Yeah, it could be just the two. Like, I mean, what the hell do I know? Like, I'm just a singer for over 30 years as a professional. It doesn't mean I'm good. It just means that I've been fortunate enough to have been paid to doing it. And I teach voice, and but it doesn't mean I know everything. So chill the heck out there in the comments, y'all. All y'all Huntrix fans. I love the scenery as well. It's like the whole stage setting, like the gold stage, and then the backdrop there where it's like the actual crowd from the show. Yeah, brilliant. I gotta go back to that. That's, I mean, like hitting that. And it looks like, I mean, she's like putting the mic is like, a lot of times you would see like they'll have the mic like way too far away from their face to be picking it up. Like she clearly has the mic close to her face and she's singing. I mean, like that's. Like she's not pulling the mic away from her, like making a big show out of it, like, because that happens sometimes and you have to be kind of cognizant of like, is the mic near their face? Like, is the mic going to actually pick up that sound? Because look, if I move this far away from that mic, you can't hear me. If I'm like, well, actually, I have a limiter on this thing, which is like a compressor limiter, so it might pick some of that up. So it's, but generally, like if you're, gonna pick that up, or maybe it will. I don't know, actually, because I do have some processing thing on here. So if I move too far away from this, it still picks up my voice. Argument lost. Sorry. Anyway, that's the end of it. Oh, didn't I cut off at the end? Cool. I love the little at the end. Oh my gosh! Wow. What did you guys think of that? Let me just see what the dog loved it so much she moved out of the shot there. Look at that. She likes showing her bum to you guys because she loves you so much. And I love you too. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sharing this experience with me. I know sometimes like I pick things apart and overanalyze stuff, but like it's important to me as a professional singer to hear people sing live. And this is like definitely like live. So that's really, I'm loving it. I'm loving it that they did this live actually. And Thanks for watching Rock Reacts. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks. Bye.